Good morning! Another day, another vlog. I actually just got back from the gym, took a shower, and now I'm gonna head over to work. So today was, put our sunscreen on. I think we have PE today actually in school, so I'm gonna be outside with the kiddos. Oh, today was actually a cardio and ab workout day. And then I got home, took a shower. Again, I worked out a little bit later than I would have liked to because I was gonna do cardio, so I knew I had to take a shower. Come home quickly, right? So I came home, took a shower. I was out of the shower by 7, got ready. It is now 7:30 and I'm heading out the door. My hair's a little bit frizzy, but it's fine, we're gonna roll with it. Today's gonna be a very admin heavy day. I have my, let's turn the lights off. Man, I'm hungry. I should have made something for breakfast. Like I was saying, today's gonna be a very admin heavy day for me, meaning that I'm going to be doing lots of editing so I can get another video out soon. I need to start posting my content. I'm gonna leave my book because I don't think I'm gonna end up reading it. You know what? While I was working out at the gym, so I woke up this morning and I honestly didn't know what I was gonna work out. Well, I had already done lower body on Sunday. Yesterday, Monday, I did upper body, and so today I didn't think I really wanted to do lower body, so I did cardio. But I was driving to the gym and I was thinking, should I do cardio? Should I do something else? And then I got an idea and I was like, oh wait. So then I got an idea and I was like, oh wait, hold on. Literally hold on while I put my bag in there. There's a show that I've been wanting to watch. And the show is called The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale? I had seen a few little clips about the show. I'd seen a few clips about the show and I was intrigued and I'm like, okay, well, let me watch it, right? It's so good. It's literally about women. Okay, last year, the first book that I read last year was a book called The Grace Year. And it was really, really good. A book about female like empowerment and basically a lot of women that live in a certain community, little society that they have built. They are taught to respect men and listen to the men and, you know, whatever, like men, right, rule the world. And so then when I was reading what the show was about, it reminded me a lot of that book. So I was like, no, I have to watch it. So today, as I was running, I ended up starting the show because I didn't want music. I didn't want an audiobook. I wanted to watch the show. I wanted something that was gonna keep me like occupied, you know? And so I always feel like the first episodes of shows are very make it or break it. And it was so good. It was so good. All of that just to say I'm not bringing my book because today at lunch I'm probably gonna finish that episode because it was really good. So I'm barely on episode 1. But let me know if you guys have watched it, if you guys like it. I know there's 6 seasons, so it must be doing good. People must like it, right? Because there's so many seasons, but the episodes are long. And one thing about me is I like TV shows because they're really short. It's like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then you're on to the next episode and then the next. And then I don't watch movies very often because it's basically, I could have finished 4 episodes or more of a show in the time that I finish a movie. In my mind, it just doesn't make sense to watch movies. I like shows. But this show is like a whole movie, each episode. Does that even make sense? I got to work now. It was a 16-minute drive, you guys, and I feel like I had to come on here and tell you that did not feel like a 16-minute drive. It felt like a 30-minute drive. I feel like I was driving for a very long time. They're mowing the lawn today, and I can already feel my allergies. They're gonna be horrible today. I'm gonna go head inside right now, but before I did, I'm trying to be more responsible with my finances. I guess I just want to be super honest on here, so that's why I'm telling you guys. But I want to be just on top of I know a lot of us want to be on top of our finances. I just want to know where I'm at financially, and so I'm gonna try and make it a habit to check my bank account at least once a day. So right now, I was checking my bank account and I'm gonna make some payments. Why is it that when I open my bank account, it gives me anxiety? I get very bad anxiety. So I'm gonna head on in now because it is 7:55 and I'll probably just end up paying my bill while I wait for the kids to arrive at the park because I have yard duty at 8 in the morning. So I wait at the park for the little ones to arrive. That way when they get there, there's somebody there watching them. And just like that, oh my gosh, 3. Oh my gosh. Hold on. 111 and 333. I love when angel numbers appear to me. My Alani is in the freezer so that I can enjoy it nice and cold. I'm gonna have a quick lunch and then I'm going to lock in and I'm gonna start editing all the footage from yesterday. That way the video can come out pretty quickly. I don't know what's gotten into me. I feel like I just got this whole new wave of motivation, a whole new like look at life. I don't know why. I just like, that sounds really cheesy, but I just feel like I'm alive again. And like for the longest time I was feeling kind of like down, and for now I just kind of feel like I have a purpose and I'm just like, I'm going, you know, and I have energy and I'm waking up early again, and this is just so amazing. And so I'm really enjoying this feeling. One time when I was feeling a little bit, I remember one time when I was like not doing so good and I was really like depressed. I just like, I was just not feeling so good, and I felt nothing, absolutely nothing, no emotion. I was so stressed out that I felt absolutely nothing. I couldn't cry, I couldn't laugh, like I just couldn't. I was just like, you know. And then one day I was driving to work and I just start bawling my eyes out, and you've probably heard that already because if you've watched all my other videos, you probably think like, whoa, like Jenny, you cry for everything and you cry in your car way too often. And yeah, that's pretty true. But here's the beauty in that is that when all of a sudden I was, and this is kind of silly, but I was listening to Hummingbird by Hummingbird. It was in the soundtrack of Spider-Man Miles Morales, the second one, and I just start crying. But I was so grateful that I was actually crying that I start crying even more, because now I'm actually releasing, I'm feeling again, I'm letting it out. So as I was crying, I was just thinking to myself, whoa, like this is actually beautiful. Like I know I don't want to be crying and I know that I feel sad, but I'm also feeling really grateful because I'm crying and I'm feeling again. And so even if we're feeling sad, even if we're feeling obviously happy, we should always be grateful that we're feeling, that we have emotions, and it's just a really beautiful thing. And I don't think I would have ever felt that way and being appreciative of my tears, of my sad moments, if I didn't go through my phase where I had no emotion, no feeling at all. So for that reason, I'm really proud of myself. I feel like I've come a long way from the past, like that was probably 2 years ago. So like I was saying, I'm gonna have a quick lunch and then we are locking in. Actually, after my lunch, we are gonna check our TikTok because I haven't checked it. And like I was saying, today is a really big admin day. So we're gonna check our TikTok and we're gonna reply to the comments and we're gonna plan out our next video. And then we're also going to pay the remaining of the bills that I told you guys I had to pay this morning. So we're gonna pay those. I wanna like write them down and make sure that I'm budgeting correctly, because we are gonna be really, what's the word I'm looking for? We're gonna be aware of our finances and we're gonna know what's happening with our bank account. Okay, I'm gonna do that later. And then we are locking in and editing, lots of editing today. And now it's time to lock in on our finances. So I think what I'm gonna do is, because we're gonna be financially responsible, I'm going to take a look at my bank account and see how much I have in my bank account, and I'm gonna take a look and see what needs to be paid, and then I'm gonna just kind of categorize it that way. I know that opening and checking your bank account, well, at least like I was saying this morning, it's really scary for me to look. So if you want to be financially responsible, financially independent, then we have to be able to keep track of what's coming in and what's going out. And as scary as that might sound, we are gonna get through it. So let's take a look. So obviously I don't want to empty out my whole checking account. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a look here and see everything that I've already paid. Make sure, because you know what happened to me is actually I had paid something off and then the money got taken out of my account, but then it got put back in, and then I didn't realize it got put back in, so then I ended up spending that money. And then when they tried to take that money out, then my account was negative, and then they put the money back in because my account was negative, and so they put the money back in again, and then my payment was late. So that was not okay. I don't want that to happen anymore. So that's why I'm just taking action now to be financially independent. And I just want to feel secure enough to where I can check my account without being a little bit scared. I don't know if that's too much information to be sharing. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but it is a little bit scary. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to give myself about, another thing, time management. So I'm going to give myself about 20 minutes. It is 2:34. I'm gonna give myself 20 minutes to take a look at the bank account and then take a look at everything that I have to pay and pay it all off. So let's start the timer. Timer for 20 minutes starts now. Why is being responsible so hard? I just finished paying off things that I had to pay. It was actually hard. Honestly, like as I was trying to pay them, I felt like my heart was racing. I don't know why. It just like felt, if I'm being like super honest, it just kind of felt like my heart was racing, but I don't want to feel like that. You know, I want to feel comfortable to pay everything that I have to pay and just like do it without feeling anxious or anything like that. We're gonna keep practicing and keep checking our bank account. I'm probably gonna look into it tomorrow morning again just to make sure that everything that needed to be taken out was taken out and that my account is in good standing. And now it's time to open TikTok. I haven't opened TikTok in like basically all day, so it's time to open our TikTok app. I haven't posted anything. So when I'm opening TikTok, basically what I'm planning on doing here is just replying to any comments that I might have or follow back. I haven't posted anything today, but here's the thing, that I do have some things in my draft that maybe I can like post something there. You know what? I just got an idea. As I'm sitting here, there's this book that I was reading and I've talked about it before. I've talked about it on my TikToks, on my shorts. I've talked about this book and it's called Big Magic. They talk about pretty much when you get a creative idea, act on that idea. Otherwise, that idea is going to go to somebody else. So I literally just got an idea right now. So I'm going to act out that TikTok and then post it, and then we're gonna, back here I have my computer, so then we're gonna lock in and do our editing for the videos. Currently working on editing. Let me just say that I feel like I should eventually invest in a new computer because the one that I have right now is just like taking very long to load all of my videos, and also the editing software that I'm using is just taking a very long time. And I guess the only reason why I'm bringing it up is because it's my admin day, like I was calling it this whole vlog, and so I feel like admin days for me consist of a lot of editing, obviously paying my bills. I just want to be very responsible today. The TikTok video did go out. So basically my idea for the TikTok video was POV, you come home from your 9 to 5 to work on your 5 to 9. And it was actually pretty quick to make, and I actually kind of had fun, and the lighting was really good. So it's really nice to make content, to make videos in the summertime because you have just such good lighting because the sun's out, and so I can work a little bit later and the sun will still be out. But now when it's the winter time or even fall, I love fall, I think that's my favorite season, but even at the end of fall, beginning of winter, it's really hard to get good lighting, especially because the sun starts to go down at like 3 p.m 4 p.m, and that's literally the time that I'm getting off of work. It's really hard to make content on those days because then I don't have very good lighting and I barely have any windows in my apartment. Anyways, I'm kind of getting a little bit of a headache, so I think I'm gonna go take a quick shower, just kind of refresh, because my video, it was doing very well until it started lagging a little bit, and now I'm like, oh. I just have to be really patient with my computer, but it's like I'm editing blindly because it's not showing me the full clip. I have to just kind of cut here or cut there and kind of just guess how it's gonna look. So it's just giving me a little bit of a headache, but it's fine. We're not gonna give up. I'm gonna take a quick break, go take a shower, finish my water, but this video is not gonna break me. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do it. It is now 9:33 and unfortunately I did not finish editing. Like I was saying, my computer just kind of lags a lot, and so it just made it really incredibly difficult to finish all of my editing. But I'm almost there. I think I'm about halfway done with the rough edits, and then I'll go in and add my music. But I think it's time to end the night. I am gonna finish drinking my water, and I'm also gonna read my Big Magic book instead of my romance book that I'm reading. I just kind of want to read this one. I'm almost done with it also. So I've already meditated and also enjoy my nectarine that I have. Fun fact, nectarine and black cherries are actually some of my favorite fruits. That's it for today's video, guys. I haven't gotten a call back for the interview that I had yesterday. I don't know, I'll continue to keep you guys updated on that, but I kind of feel like you and I both know it's probably a no. Either way, I'll keep you guys posted. With that said, thank you guys so much for joining me on my admin heavy day. I hope that I motivated you a little bit to want to try and be more responsible financially. We can be financially responsible girl this year, starting now and carrying it on for the rest of our lives. I really hope that I was able to motivate somebody just a little bit. Tomorrow we have lower bodies, so we're gonna wake up early and hit the gym. So with that said, I'll see you guys really soon on my next video.